Universal Interactive presents a turbocharged extravaganza by Vicarious Visions. Brace yourself for Crash Nitro Kart!
Alright, first of all, first thing to note, never use, for PS1, PS2, never use a cheap HDMI adapter. They suck. If you can tell by this quality, watch my Crash of the Titans Money Let's Plays videos. You'll understand why. Second, the main story. While I'm playing Nitro Kart, duh. I think I said this in my lights camera in my Lighthouse video when we'll talk about a party game. Now let's talk about a racing game. Now I'm gonna put Double Dash in, but let's be for real. That game is weird. Let's be real. How I don't want that to be strictly a racing game. I want a story mode like this one in CTR. Of course, tag team racing is weird. I don't want that game to be platforming. If you're gonna have platforming in it, make sure it's consistent. Make sure it's not over the place. Make sure it's not sloppy. Alright, track should we use? Barren Ruins. Doesn't really matter, but anyway. Go back to on topic. A Lighthouse racing game. How is this gonna work? I don't know. How the story mode, if it is. Or it's gonna be like something like Sonic Adventure. Not Sonic Adventure. Sonic All-Star Racing or Transformers. It's not really those storytelling, it's more things you can do. Like in CTR in this game, obviously, you can drive around to get whatever track you need to go to. Of course, this. So I don't know how. Well, this button. I'm about to say, what button make it go? Did I hit I hit Inferno. I don't know. And whatever, Inferno ain't with the cool track. Going back on topic. Lighthouse racing game. I'll leave that up to you. How story mode should go out. How if it is, if something like one of the Sonic games I mentioned, then yes, you can go like that. Now of course, obviously, guards of story mode. You know, you traditional mode, story mode. If it's not World Tour or Grand Prix mode, whatever you want to call it, it's the so yeah. Oh, I got a mask. I wasn't paying attention. So yeah, obviously, your single player mode, multiplayer, online mode, blah blah blah, extra settings, you get it. Main menu, yeah, blah blah blah. I don't need to explain that, but I did anyway. Alright. Now, obviously, it's not a crossover racing game. It's not kart racers. We don't talk about that game. Even though the third game is kind of amazing, I will admit that. The third game is really weird, but I like it. It's better than the second game than the first game, that's for sure. I would rather playing the third game over the game. But, might as well use them all right here. It's like, you know, what else? So yeah, I said the bench. Yeah. I don't need to explain that again. Now, the tracks, of course. Since it's obviously a game about the Loud House, we need games games. Need tracks that are based off Loud House. At least the areas of the Loud House. Like Royal Woods, obviously. Royal Woods, I almost said Royal Raceway from Mario Kart 64. You get the basic, you know what I'm talking about. For example, the SpongeBob has its own kart racer. It's don't dedicate kart racer. Bikini Bottom, Jellyfish Fields, Downtown, if you want to count that. And Goo Lagoon, let's give you some examples. And we can pick Cortex. So yeah, I'll give that, if that was fun. Royal Woods Cemetery, the cemetery, and of course Lincoln's, of course if you think, and of course Lincoln School, if you want to count that. You can base on creativity. Yeah, the developers' creativity. Find something we've never seen before. A little bit of delay. Well, that's then. Then again, that's the HDMI cable. Once again, don't buy a knockoff one for the PlayStation, PlayStation 2. Because these knockoff, well, there's no official one because the PS2 never had Wi-Fi. Getting off subject, let's go back to the Loud House stuff. What you guys want is more interesting here. Talk about a stupid HDMI cable. Why did I hit 5 labs? Well, it doesn't matter. Anyway, going back. Racing tracks. Yeah, games are based off Loud House, obviously. I'm not gonna go through them all because, hey, you guys know what they are. I'm not gonna waste time on that. Characters, obviously. Well, forget the characters. Okay. You notice how tag team racing, and of course, I said tag team racing. Crash Team Racing. Oh my god, I'm getting harassed about these missiles, bro. Yeah, CTR. Obviously, you can't customize. In Nitro Kart, you can't customize vehicles. You're stuck with them. And Mario Kart 64 Super Circuit, and of course, Super Mario Kart can't customize either. Well, of course, Mario Kart, of course, Double Dash, DS, and Wii, you can pick your own kart, but you can't customize. Of course, Mario Kart 7 and the Mario Kart games after that, you can customize your kart and your gliders. So, no. Alright. Customization. Now, for the first game, do I roll the dice to keep it standard so nothing be changed on custom, or do you want to keep the game standard just to be safe? And if it goes well in the sequel, you can add a feature to customize whatever you want on your vehicle. So I guess you can do that for costumes. Like in the SpongeBob movie game, if you wear the default costume, depending on what level, and the characters have different animations and idle animations, depending on what level, if it's the environment. Of course, tag team racing got costumes. I use them a lot, but it's not really. You just do with the base, and yes, you'll see a Let's Play of tag team racing, but that's not right now. It's not because I don't want to do it. It's because I can't do it. Because my disc is scratched that it doesn't even look like it's in good enough shape. So I gotta get one. I know I don't even have it on Xbox and GameCube. I can't port the Xbox version anyway because hey, it's not compatible on 360. Even if it was, probably won't look good on 360. Whatever. Enough worrying about that. Loud House. How the hell almost screw that up?
The doctor is in.
Alright, so yeah, let's get back to work. We need to talk about food. Gotta try to make sure I win this race. Alright, let's get back to what we need to talk about. Customized characters and cards. Just like I said. Yes, we're adding costumes in the game. You see the Loud House costumes. I'm not gonna go through all of them because if you know them, you know them. Alright, let's pick another track. Oh, yeah. Oh, characters? Obviously, you know the character. Lincoln's 10 sisters, obviously. And himself, obviously, are playable. Of course. I guess it's, if you want default characters, who's the original characters, and his sisters, obviously. His 10 sisters are default characters. What's the maximum players in the one race? Easy. 10. It's like Sonic All-Star Fishing Transform. Just to be, it could be 12, but like, you know, because I want to be 12, but man, let's put 10 just to be safe. Alright. I probably made a mistake picking Tiny, but who cares? So yeah, costumes, characters, everybody else unlockable. Obviously, Lincoln and his group of friends could be in the game, and of course, everybody else in the shows. I don't know what's the maximum of characters. Probably 24. Probably 20 or 24. Probably the maximum. Not counting vanilla content, by the way. Not counting DLC. We'll talk about standard unlockable characters. Probably 20. Probably 20. Not counting, like I said, DLC. So yeah. Alright. Alright. Of course, soundtrack, music. Easy. You know how basic music game means, depending on what area of environment, if it fits the environment, then yes. Just like every other game should be. Every other racing game should. If it fits the environment, do it. Give me an example. Rock Bottom from Battlefield Bikini Bottom has that dark and what's the word I'm looking for? Darkness and what else? Abysmal music. Not abysmal mean bad. I talked about abyss because Rock Bottom was technically up in the bottom of the abyss, but you get what I'm saying. So yeah, once the music fits the area and the environment, it should be work fine. Just like any other racing game should, any other platformer. Anyway. So what else? I said basic stuff already. I said DLC. I said all the basic stuff. I said, what else? We got everything. Like I said, if I'm forgetting something, just let me know in the comment section, cause there's something I may forget or not go over. So just let me know if I missed something, or I didn't explain, or I didn't crap, or I didn't go off explain it deeply. I mean, like I didn't explain like a couple more. Hell, what I'm talking about. You guys know what I'm talking about, and what I'm trying to say. Oh, almost slid off the track. Why did I hit 3 laps? Anyway, 3 laps. I should have hit 3, but it's not that bad. Because the next track we're doing is Angel Alley anyway. Because I love that track. I want to do Electron Avenue, but nah. I don't want to make this too long. So yeah. Yeah, story mode. I'm not going to go into a story mode because I'll detail it more if you are. If you want a story, I'll give you one. And yeah, best story. Did I hit Team Race by mistake? No, I didn't. No, I didn't. Yes, I did. Hit Team Race by mistake. I meant to hit a regular race. I don't know why I hit that. Alright. If you want a story, easy. If you want to understand a story, so yeah, Lincoln Loud. So yeah, Lincoln's pretty upset that Lincoln want to prove that he's the fastest guy on his side of the planet against his family and friends. So he and his family and friends got on have racing competitions, figure out see whose car is stronger, who's the fastest on the neighborhood or that place. You guys know what I'm saying. You better see friendly standards that who's better and who. Yeah. You guys understand that. But I don't need to go to that detail. And no, it's no team up. Everybody's for themselves. So yeah. So it's not gonna be like double dash or tag team racing. 2 drivers on car. No. It's just a regular. Just everybody for themselves. If it was double dash, if it was like double dash or team racing, we need less than players. Trust me, if it was a sequel, well, we would talk about that. But that's for a sequel. I don't know. How can I talk about a sequel? You might as well make that. Because with a sequel, just be Lincoln and his sisters. If it's like a 2-cart, yeah. If it was like a 2-cart, 2 players in 1 cart, yeah. Just be Lincoln and his sisters. Because other than that, everything would be just fine. So I guess I make that game like tag team racing. You clash more than you stuck in the same. Easy. In tag team racing, if it is like that, it's just like it's sequel. By the way, I should have explained this earlier. Yeah. If it's like tag team racing, yes. Yeah, 11. It'll be 11. Just because it's Link, I'm gonna put him in the game. It's like tag team racing. You clash, then you, I don't know, can't use guns because this is all. Use whatever you think of. That's. Screw that up. Yeah, you can't use guns, obviously. You can use like the weapons in tag team racing, made them like the Wild House style. Oh, I don't know what kind of weapons they want to use, but I'm not gonna go through that because that will take we'll make the video too long. We got one from Walmart race. This time it's Coco. Quick race. So yeah. Hopefully I can get the HDMI situation with this PS2. And I just buy me a converter, just put my AV cables or my component through this, so y'all can see at least something's better than this crap. So yeah, I think I got nothing else to say. So all I'm gonna say is you enjoy the rest of this video of Android Alley. I'll meet you in the next video and talk about whatever we need to do with. So anyway, guys, enjoy the rest of the video. Yo, and see you guys later.